Hello.
Hi Aiden, how are you today?
Good.
Great, thanks for meeting with me
Thank you for
today.
meeting with me.
I just want to go over a few things regarding the filming we're going to be doing tomorrow.
Okay.
Your story is extremely compelling and
Yeah, thank you.
very
Thank you.
triumphant.
Thank you.
Um, you're going to be such a great role model
Hope so. Hope
for
so.
those struggling to get clean in our group.
Hope so.
So let's go find a table and have a chat.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
I brought these photos she was asking for.
Okay, thank you. Let's take a look.
This one right here was when I was 21. This is when I really had my really bad crack addiction. It was like in my prime. This one right here, I was about 22 after I started to get clean. And this one right here, I was about 32. And that's had a couple years clean. I was about 32, 33. That's when I had my first apartment in Londale. I was a Jehovah Witness.
Adrian, tell me about growing up as a child with a military father who was probably suffering from PTSD, filled with rage, and affected by drug addiction.
When I was born, he was about 15. My mom was about 16. And my dad had a real bad marijuana habit at that point. And he was drinking a lot of alcohol. And sometimes he get really drunk. And him and his friends would have me and my brothers drink alcohol with him. And I was maybe about 3 or 4, and I would get really drunk and be falling all over the place, and my father would be laughing at me.
At 3 years old.
Yeah, 3 years old. Yeah. Later, he would give me marijuana, and I we just give it to him till I was about maybe 10 with his friends.
Would he make you smoke the marijuana?
Yeah. And like growing up, before he gave it to me, him and my mom would smoke marijuana a lot, and I would get the secondhand effects. And it made me have really bad grades in school, and I had really bad hallucinations. And I wasn't diagnosed with schizophrenia yet, but I was already starting to suffer from it. And later, when I was about 10, my dad started doing crack cocaine.
So tell me about your mom and how her drug addiction affected you.
Well, my mom, she started smoking weed mainly because of my dad. And when he would give it to her, she started freaking out, and he would get upset and beat her. And I watched that a lot. And I mean, he was like, like if she was a man. And when I got older, I tried to help her, but he would come after me. And I did my best to protect her.
Must have made you feel a certain way.
Yeah, I was really afraid of my dad. I didn't like to be alone with him. And my mom she's pretty good to me. I mean, she did her best,
Of course.
but my dad made her into a bad person. I would smoke weed with him and smoke weed with her. And sometimes I would freak out, but I'd start hearing voices and bad hallucinations.
So it sounds like your mom was kind of in a rock and a hard place with having to deal with your father on one side and having to be a mother to you on the other side, and she's kind of stuck in the middle.
Yeah. And mom was pretty lost. She didn't have to do. My dad was very controlling. I mean, he was like, it was his way or nothing else. And if she didn't do what he said to do, he would like beat her.
Did you do drugs with your father to have something he was pleased with?
Yeah, I really looked up to him because he's my dad. I would just be like him. And that's because he's all I knew. He's the only dad I ever had. And I didn't know any better.
Right. Were drugs a source of comfort and acceptance from your parents?
It's just a way to fit in. I thought it was normal. I didn't know when I was younger. I didn't know that drugs was a bad thing. I thought this was just a part of life. I thought it was like a normal thing, and just wanted to be like my parents. I saw them do it, so I wanted to do it.
Tell us about the LSD incident.
When I first started doing LSD, I was about 17. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and my mom and dad gave me some LSD with some alcohol and weed. And that's when I really freaked out. I was having these really bad hallucinations. And it lasts up to this very day now. I still have flashbacks. Like I just be looking at TV and sometimes TV tell me they hate me, they want me dead, stuff like that.
When was your last flashback?
Uh Probably a couple days ago.
So it still affects you
Yeah,
to today.
yeah.
Tell us about the rage your father took out on you and your mom.
Well, he was very violent. He always beat my mom for no apparent reason, just starts hitting her. And one morning I was sleeping on the couch. They had my weights sitting next to me. He woke me up. He picked up my weights and threw it in my face. Hit me in my nose, broke my nose.
And how did that make you feel afterwards? I know you probably immediately you're probably hurting,
Yeah.
but and mentally and
Well, I was just crying.
I know you wanted to get clean and your father didn't like that.
Yeah.
Um, and you guys were fighting regularly about it.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, after I got clean, I was living in this boarding care, and my dad had a lot of rage. And one morning, he hit my little brother Dylan in his stomach when he was 3 years old and ripped his small intestines. My brother almost died. And from that point, my dad went to prison. And after he got out of prison, he died 2009.
When he passed away, how did that make you feel?
I tried to cry, but the tears wouldn't come out. I was really confused. He really didn't hit me 2 years later. Then I really broke down.
I know you told me that your drug use caused you schizophrenia and your dad couldn't deal with it and he threw you out.
Yeah,
I understand how you were torn about being drug free,
yeah,
wanting to have a better life and an individual and a whole person.
yeah,
But those things didn't meet your father's approval. And you wanted to stay high for him for his approval.
yeah,
Then your dad threw you out.
yeah.
What was that like? Tell us how that felt.
Well, during my clean years, my dad would tell me he hate me, tell me he hope I die from AIDS.
How did you survive?
But that first night, it was pretty cold, and I was like, I had no jacket, and I think it was about October, November. And I was just roaming around the streets for a while. I didn't know where to go, and I was kind of just lost. And I was trying to think of a place where I could get shelter. The only place I could think of was going to my friend Betsy's house where I used to cut her grass. And she let me stay in her shack for a while. And I was there about 4 or 5 months. And I would like cut her grass just to let her know how thankful I was, just to let her know how thankful I was to be there. And once my dad found out, he came there, he talked to her, and she had to let me go because my dad told her to kick me out again. So from there, I had to go to a mental institution for a while. And from there, I went to this different boarding carriers where he could get to me.
Tell us about how you ended up at St. John's in Santa Monica.
My mom took me to the hospital after I had a night of cocaine use, and that's where my last night was of doing cocaine. And from there, I went to this boarding care called TLC, Transitional Living Center, and I was there for about 2 years. And they showed me how to take care of myself, how to get into school, how to get my first apartment, and they showed me a better way of life. And when I was in that program, we went to these different outings. Like we go to Disneyland, Magic Mountain, the movies, to UCLA, to orchestras.
Out of all those wonderful places that you went, tell us which one was your favorite.
My favorite was Magic Mountain. I like Viper. I like all the really scary roller coasters.
Tell me about the scary roller coaster.
Viper, well, I just like the drops, the G forces. I like the speed. I like the flow of the roller coasters.
And have you been back since?
I haven't been back in a long time. It's been a while. Last time I was in a roller coaster maybe about 15 years ago.
Sounds like you had a really great time over there.
Yeah.
Um, Adrian, you can't erase the past, but you can put it behind you and move on and embrace this bright future for you.
Well, I never thought I would live past 20, but because of family, friends, and support systems I have, I feel like I'm a survivor. And because of this situation, I hope this can help someone else feel like they can do the same.
Adrian, I want to thank you for meeting with me today. Your story's been really compelling and really meaningful. It's going to help a lot of people.
Thank
You
you.
are a survivor.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Adrian. Thank you.